Hi! Since moving into the new shop and getting it set up, I've had quite a few calls to see the new place and a shop tour. Yeah, I thought a lot about how to do it with production value and with style and all kinds of different ways that might make you actually want to sit and watch it. But you know what? We're just going to go through it quick and dirty. How's that? Hold on. So this is the emptiness of the old shop. Kind of sad in a way, but there's going to be some new changes, new shop, new things to do, new things to set up, new things to make. Good morning, and this is the new shop. At the moment, everything in this shop is piled high, right in the middle. I have my two workbenches just loaded down with lumber that needs to go on a lumber rack. I have toolboxes and tool chests and everything piled right in the middle of the shop, because the first thing I want to do is, you see these paneled walls. I love the fact that these are paneled walls and that they have insulation behind them, but one of the first things I want to do is I want to get this dark color brightened up. So I'm going to get some paint and I'm going to paint it a whitish, creamish color. You can see somebody started here a little bit, but they didn't do a very thorough job at all. And anyway, welcome to the new Oldwolf Workshop Studio. From here on, it gets interesting again. Starting over in the corner of the shop, this is the Sears Cart that I have a lot of my automotive type tools in. And also we have over here the remnants, and in the box down here underneath that tarp and sweatshirt, the pieces of my POS bandsaw that broke and the company wouldn't stand behind the crappy piece of manufacturing that they used to make it. You're going to see a lot of mess here yet, and some things that I haven't gotten cleaned up. So the lathe is in this corner. Got some of the lathe tools hanging out here. But yet on top of the lathe, because I haven't had to use it yet in the new shop, there's a lot of the bits and oddball pieces that I haven't found a place for. This is my little rolling stand, and it's also holding a few things that, a few odds and ends. Then we have the drill press. Behind it, of course, I have the large print from the H.O. Studley tool exhibit that was in Cedar Rapids, Iowa a few years ago. Over here I have my joinery bench, and flagged on both sides by a sawtill and a shelf. And then, you know, tacked to the sides of the shelves here I have, well, here's levels and long rulers on this side. Usually on the sawtill also you'll see my, it's where I keep my saw vise for sharpening saws. It's down now because I was just sharpening a saw this morning. One of the problems that I have yet is, well, this is my only window I have in the shop. And on top of my joinery bench, you see a bunch of pieces and parts, mostly mostly to go along with the drill press. This little area underneath the sawtill is certainly looking for a cabinet of some type in which to put all these drill bits and bobs and pieces, and maybe some things for the lathe. I'm thinking about picking up another Sears Cart or of some such to maybe fill in that space if I don't want to spend the time actually making a wooden cabinet. So over to this area I have saw clamp and war axe storage. See, did I say saw clamp? I meant wood clamp. My little miter saw there. The old toolbox I inherited from my, well, I didn't inherit, but it was given to me by my father-in-law. I actually came across the ocean with his great-great-grandfather from the old world, I believe Norway. Here I have Big Bertha, my big long saw bench, hanging out over here. And I put a little shelf over the top here that holds the little odds and ends that I use all the time in the shop. Started hanging some artwork from my daughters and some stuff from me and postcards and that on the back wall here. Here's the tool chest, and then we have some more, you know, shop shelving. Over here we have the shelf that my daughters love to call my science shelf because it's got a lot of the finishes and oddball things like that on it. I have a couple of oak crotch slabs in the back. There's not many videos you can say that on and be serious about. The R2D2 heater. And it's got some more shelving up on the wall. I bet over the top of this you can hear our puppy Jojo out in the backyard defending us from invaders somewhere. He's barking up a storm right now. Right here I have my older workbench hanging out, so I kind of spend most of my time in here flopping back and forth between these two workbenches, working my way, you know, through usually the older bench in the back. This is the one that holds a lot of the parts and the things as I'm working, and then I do most of my work over here on the big bench, just because that's how I roll. I got my hewing stump here with a shirt and a moving blanket on top of it. I have this little machinery area over here where I do anything I have to do with metalworking or that kind of stuff. I try and keep it over in this area. I also have a lot of my handheld power tools down there. The line of mallets and hammers and things and files and whatnot are on the shelf up here. All the hammers are all gathered together for this project. I haven't gotten to fire this up a whole lot yet, but here's my forge and anvil and the charcoal over there in the corner you can see. And those are going to be hopefully very useful to me in the near future. When I do, I'll just pop open the garage door, drag the forge out into the driveway a little bit, and work out there. This is my wood collection. This wood rack is much more full than I wish it would be. I really don't like collecting a lot of wood to have around. I wish there was less. I guess I just have to get building more faster. And then the thing that sometimes surprises people is I also have hanging out over here a table saw. Now, this table saw has been with me for a long time. If it were to break down, I'm not entirely sure that I would bother replacing it, but it certainly is very nice and helpful. Oh, excuse me, I almost knocked something over. Real nice and helpful in breaking down some stock and and getting some big jobs done when I need them done. So there you go. Not a huge shop. Actually, pretty much the perfect size for a one-man shop for me, to fit the things in here that I like and that I need, and gives me a little bit of space to work in. I could work smaller, but heck, it's the shop that I was given, so it's the shop that I'll take. Who knows where the shop will take me, but it'll be fun going anyway.